I'm sorry, I promised for the last few years always to be in the Far East at this time of year, and we rent a boat together and live on it and dive on it and so on.
Well, one of the questions we have is, what do you remember learning from JC about how to manage a child's growth?
I don't remember him ever teaching me anything about that at all, quite honestly. We were just good friends. We arranged to have the same day off, which was a Thursday each week. And we used to go down to Lausanne and the lake and look at the chateaux and so on. And he liked pastries, and so we'd go to the pastry shops. We'd go to the Bar Cantata at Christmas down at the what's it called, the cathedral in Lausanne, Saint-Pierre, and listen to the Christmas service, which was Bach. And with Joyce Lowe, who's still alive, I think she's about 86, living in Bournemouth. And we'd go down, and I remember that, snowy evenings, and coming out in the snow and at Christmas bells. And that was it then, and I can't remember actually teaching me anything.
Well, he hired you as a staff person.
Yeah.
Did he give you any instructions?
Education as such. I was at university in Geneva for a bit, and then my father wanted me to be back in Portugal because we were living in Portugal. We were always British, but port wine and everything, served the British Navy, and so we were out in Portugal. My father's a consul at one time, and my father said, well, why not, if JC wants you back. JC flew over to Portugal, in actual fact, in a prop plane, and stayed with us in Portugal for a bit, and then asked if I would join him. So I said, well, I'm working with my dad. My dad said, well, go away for a couple of years, and eventually turned out to be about 7 years I was at Aiglon. And then things went wrong. My mother died, my father remarried, and I had to give up. And then the Parsons, Roy Watts came, and then Philip Parsons.
So,
anything else I can help, Steve?
Yes, during those 7 years, there must have been some challenging times, particularly with the development of certain boys. And did JC, I guess there would be, that was during the time when the rules were being set up, I suppose.
Yes, we had a sort of slight hierarchy with the chief, the leading hierarchy at Aiglon boys were called standard bearers, and they got a bit more pocket money from the housemasters, such as me, every week. And so they could afford to go to the cinema, for instance, in Villa on a Saturday evening. And then we had sort of other privileges according to their rank. And pocket money was arranged with their rank. And what else? I ran the ski school, the ski team, junior, senior, etc., and moyen. And what else? I keep up with 2 or 3 boys still in England from the old days who are actually at school with me at the same time. And I keep up quite a few who I taught later as a housemaster and teacher of literature and history, I think it was, and so on. Anything else I can think of? Do give me a call. I'm here for another 4 days. And
Sure.
there is something, Steve, which I could see and help you with. I obviously would. It's just that over the Aiglon I've always been away, and at that time I will be away again.
Well, I'm curious about the tenure that those 7 years you were there. Was there one house, or did the school expand?
I will tell you, we had Claremont already. I was, I think, one of the first, perhaps not the first Claremont housemaster, or was I? I honestly can't remember. I know we had a Saudi prince. He was my head boy at Claremont, and I lived in Claremont. And then after a year or so living in Claremont, I remember that definitely, as housemaster, the school was too small. So we then took over Belvedere, I think it was. That was nothing to do with me, it was again boys, but some other housemaster there. And then came, it was still too small, the school, So then came Alpina, and I walked round with JC one afternoon, and again later, again the same day, looking at Alpina, and JC said, I really want to buy it to me, but I haven't got the money. So I said, well, that's that. Have you asked the bank, sort of idea? And he said, no, I will ask Madame Rappa, who owns the school, where it used to be a little kids' school, you see, Alpina, for little kids. It had railings and banisters to go up the stairs, which were about the height of your knee.
That explains it.
And he said to me, right, a few days later, I've spoken to Madame Rappa. The bank won't give me the money, but she will give me the money of her own to buy it.